Hi witches, blessed be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. How are you witches? Listen, you guys are pretty wicked. And I gotta tell you that sometimes I receive some requests from you guys that is gonna make me look like I am the bad one. But I'm not the bad one. You guys are the ones with these crazy, wild requests. And today we have such request. And in a way, I'm okay sharing this. I'm a piece sharing this. I think that many of you guys are gonna need this spell. Maybe. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And this spell also could be used by the guys. A lot of the times the guys email me and they always tell me, WhiteRaven, you're always doing spells for the girls. You don't ever do spells for the guys. So today the spell is going to be able to help either the girls or the guys. It's going to be for different reasons, but I'm very excited to share this spell with you. It's actually going to be two. Not one, but two. So you have to choose from, which is I have zero tolerance for infidelities. There is no excuses. Zero. I am completely unreasonable when it comes to somebody being unfaithful to somebody else. Doesn't matter if the person is mean to you. It doesn't matter if the person is unfaithful to you. There is no reason for you to be unfaithful. You need to leave your relationship and not being with this person again. Because let me tell you, once somebody is unfaithful, they are unfaithful again. And you know, there's this really famous quote by Madeleine Albright. And it says, there is a special place in hell for women that don't help other women. And so today I'm here before you in this predicament because you guys requested this. And I'm going to be sharing a spell with you too, for you to choose, in which we're going to control another woman's nature. We are going to punish another woman, vajayjay. Let's just call it that way for the sake of YouTube, because YouTube is a very picky creature. The vajayjay. Which is, I'm in this predicament. I'm going to teach you how to punish another woman. In turn, I am helping a woman. So I'm going to be at peace with the hex that I'm going to share in here with you. And again, if you are a guy and you have a wife, a girlfriend, a partner that is unfaithful to you, this is something that you can use as well. So as you see, if you're a guy and your wife is being unfaithful to you, maybe you can control her nature, meaning you can control her eagerness, her wanting to have sex. Again, which is... YouTube is very picky, so pardon me that I cannot say the words how they are, but I'm pretty sure you can either read my lips or understand what I'm saying. Now, if your husband is being unfaithful with this girl, or if you have a girl that you know in your heart, that you know for real, which is she's flirting with your man, she's looking around your man, and you want to punish her, you want to keep her away from your man, and you want to give her a lesson not to mess with your man, this spell is also for you. And it's going to be extremely simple. You have no idea the things that I do for you guys. This was not going to be the spell for today. I had planned something else. But a couple of hours ago, my man took me to the supermarket. We were hunting for one of the ingredients of this spell because it was not easy to find. But I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to find it. So let's get into the spell. But before I jump into the spell, my name is WhiteRaven, and I am here to teach you magic, witchcraft, a lot of hexes and curses. I believe in protecting the underdog, and I believe in your right to defend yourself when evil people is doing evil to you. I am here to teach you how to do protective magic, reversal magic, so nobody messes with you. Nobody messes with you. If this is something that interests you, please stick around. You're not going to learn unless you subscribe to this channel. That's just the way it is. Plus, I need you here, you know. I would love to have you in my comments. So stick around and subscribe to the channel. Again, this was a request from you guys. And I found this, listen, this is somebody that I love very much, that I talk to you guys about a lot. And this is Miss Aida. Please check her Facebook. I'm going to link it in the description of this video. She is amazing. And it's from this book, Cursing and Crossing. who to spell to torment, jinx, and take revenge on your enemies. All right. Highly recommend this book. Now, which is before we go into the spells, make sure that you are justified. Make sure that you're not doing this out of spite. And maybe, please, it's tempting. Let me tell you, it's very tempting. I know what I'm saying. It's coming from the bottom of my heart. Maybe a long time ago you had a partner and he left you for another woman, and today you feel the urge, you know, you get ants in your pants because now you have a hex that you can use to punish her. But maybe this was like 10 years ago and they're not even together. Listen, don't get yourself in that predicament. You don't need to be hexing anybody. Now, if you have somebody that is lurking around your man, trying to seduce your man, maybe take him away from you because maybe your husband has a great position. Maybe he's very good looking for whatever reason. Or if your woman is being unfaithful, she is looking around, this spell is for you. Just make sure, which is that you are not doing this out of spite or for petty reasons. Because what do I tell you? Unjustified magic has a really nasty way to come back and bite you in the ass. And you don't want to end up having the hex and the jinx that you're going to throw to this person. All right? So without further ado, let's get into the spells. So which is, before we go into the spells, it's really important for you to know the things that are going to represent a woman's nature. You can either use a candle. They sell those in the botanicas and in the spiritual shops that represent the woman's part. Or you can use avocados, boiled cabbage, Cory and conch shells, orchids, iris flowers, oysters, clams, snails, papayas, peaches, pears, strawberries, tacos. Tacos they do too. Actually, I have some tacos upstairs. And also figs. So those are some things that you can use to represent a woman's nature. Okay? So you don't necessarily have to have something, you know, elaborated. No, you have choices in here that I have given you. Just in case you say, I don't have what you're using today, WhiteRaven. All right, which is, so for this first spell, we're going to need a few things. We're going to start with a brown piece of paper. Small enough to put the name of this woman, if you know the name of this woman, the birthday, anything that can link these workings to her. If you do not know the name of the woman, but you know what nickname, or you know that she's blonde, you know that she's been using red lipstick because you have seen red lipstick in your man's shirt, you are going to describe this woman in a piece of paper. Put aluminum foil in the bottom. This is going to be sort of like your surface. You got your paper. Put a piece of bread in that aluminum foil. And which is, go to the supermarket and get some active dry yeast. All right. Now, if your bread has mold already, then perhaps you don't need the yeast. The purpose of this spell, witches, is to create a yeast infection on this woman. So put the yeast in your bread. Just like this. Wet the bread a little bit. Which is, everything that you're feeling towards this woman has to come out of you and into this right now. When you're doing this, you have to visualize what this is making, what this is going to create. Now, get your paper. Now, which is, you are going to grab a Cory shell. Add more yeast. Cory shells resemble a woman's nature. Just add a little bit more of water. Once you have this little packet prepared, put your intentions, which is tell this piece of bread, tell this yeast, tell this shell, which is that woman's nature, what's going to happen to it because she's messing with the wrong man. We're going to cover this. Make your little packet. Now, which is, if you have duct tape, you want to wrap this in duct tape. All right, witches. This is your first package, which is what you're gonna do with this. You're gonna keep it in a cool, dark place. Let that mold grow in there. Save it there for a little while. Make sure that woman is away from your man. Last, make sure that you can either put this somewhere close to where this person dwells or live or works, or bury it away from you. I will suggest for you to keep it a couple of weeks just to make sure that this really takes. Don't open it, don't be checking it, but put it in a cool, dark place. This is moist. It should always be wet, so don't put it close to your heater or any type of draft that may dry this up. If you want to add some water in there, add some water. Just make sure that you keep this for a little bit, work it, transmit your intentions to this little packet, and let it go. Let's get into the next one. Okay, which is, for this next one, we're going to need another piece of aluminum foil, which is whenever you are doing spells and you're using aluminum foil, make sure that the shiny part is where you're going to put your hexes, because you know that aluminum foil has this really more matte look inside. You don't want your workings in there. No, you want your workings in the very shiny part, because you want everything reflected back into your target that you're going to have right here in the center. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab the paper and we are going to fill out the name, birthday, whatever information we know about this woman. So we're gonna put it in here. All right, close your little packet. Now, which is, for this particular spell, we're gonna use the little paper, aluminum foil, and we have over here a clam. Needless to say, clams are supposed to look like a woman's nature. I have no idea why they say that. Now, before we put this paper inside that clam, we are going to grab, which is alum. Now, alum they sell in the supermarket. They also sell it at the spiritual shops. And alum is going to stop, it's going to freeze this woman's nature from having any type of pleasure, for wanting any type of pleasure, if you know what I mean. So you want to make sure that you fill this shell and this clam with your alum. We're gonna stop this woman from wanting what she wants from her man. We're gonna put the name in here, which is, okay, see, like that. Now let's grab a piece of black fabric and we are going to roll this clam. We're going to make a little packet, which is, and we are going to, again, seal this in darkness. If you have a candle with the shape of the woman's vagina, you do the same thing. You can carve the candle if you want and do some damage in there, you know. There you go, witches. You have your other package. Same thing. Now, and witches take, I understand that it's really hard nowadays to put this in somebody's house. There's cameras and all sort of things. But this is just a little package that you can throw. Be discreet, be careful. If somebody's gonna see you, well, then don't throw it in there. You don't have to keep this one at home. You can just simply put this somewhere where that woman dwells, where that woman works. This is charged just for her. Make sure that you put it close to her if you know where she's at, if you can actually do this. If you cannot, then bury this far away from you. Okay? All right, witches. So there you go. You have two little packages based on your request, which is to punish with a yeast infection or to punish by completely canceling out any type of wanting or any type of enjoyment for this woman, for messing up with the wrong man. And guys, if this is for you, keep this around in your home, all right? If this is something that you live with, this is your girlfriend, this is your wife, keep this around in a place that she's not gonna see it, okay? Make sure that you adapt this spell for this woman and not to get any pleasure from anybody else but you. There you go, witches. Don't be petty with this, okay? Make sure that you're justified, otherwise you're gonna get this back biting you in the ass. Other than that, I wish you the best. Stay wicked, witches. That's it, witches. I really hope this reaches you at the right moment. I really hope that you find this spell easy to perform. You have two for you to choose. I hope from the bottom of my heart that this works for you. And remember, witches, there is zero room for infidelity in somebody's life. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you if you want to stay with that person or not. But if it was me, I will not stay around somebody that does not worship me, respect me, love me, and honor me. At the end of the day, it'll be your call, witch. Thank you so very much for the love that you gave me yesterday in my spell on the little booklet. That was a pretty interesting video and pretty cool little booklet. Listen, witches, you can't find that book. Many of you guys have been asking me where to find that book. I look and search and search and search. I got mine in eBay. It was about $50. I've seen it for more money. I suggest for you to check on eBay to see if they have any other ones. But in reality, that book is not done anymore. If you find one, it's going to be a used one. So I cannot give you a link because it was really hard for me to find. But, you know, go ahead and look for it in the internet. You really have to dig. And also, thank you so much for your support on my website, WhiteRavenandWitchesLair.com. I have lots of products over there that you can use for your magical endeavors. If you have any questions about witchcraft, if you need a spell, you come here and you look over here. I am not going to be training you on magic. I do it here in these videos. If you need a spell, check out my playlists. But if you have a question on magic, you can email me at layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Also, if you have a suggestion, like this one today was one of your emails, you email me and you say, hey, WhiteRaven, why don't you do a spell to punish a bad vajayjay? So you can email me, layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Last witches, go visit my Facebook page, WhiteRaven and Witches Lair. I am happy to have you there. So come on over and check it out. Witches, it is always awesome talking to you. I love my Magic Mondays. I love teaching you magic. I love doing magic with you. Let me know if you did the spell and let me know how it worked for you. Remember to study. Remember to read. Remember to research. Don't just take my word. Research. Look to do your own magic. Because knowledge, witches, is power. But with all that knowledge, you must stay, witches, so very wicked. Bye.